everyone, and welcome back to No Cap Space. Tyler and Shawnee here, and yet another day of the WNBA Finals is here, and it still feels like it's not the biggest story going on in the WNBA because, goodness gracious, we don't get a day off from CBA news, Shawnee. There is no such thing as that here.
This just in, we have new news. There's more mess. Go get your merch because college season's coming up. We don't have typically messy Mondays within the college season like we do the W season. So you can just be a fan or a hater in peace. Like, get your ops rivals gear. That's actually pick a op, then get their rivals gear, and then that's how you approach the season. Like,
I can get behind that too. But you can do it all with home field. Use code NOCAT15, link in the description below. But Shawnee, we got a couple of larger points here from this article from Annie Costabile of Front Office Sports that a couple of numbers that we need to hit on, and certainly
numbers.
Okay. That's where Andrew's here usually.
Right.
I made you words.
We got this.
We got it. But really, there's a feeling between the owners here that that to me is quite possibly the biggest takeaway here about where we go next. But let's just jump into this article here. Let's dive into here some of the numbers. According to multiple sources with direct knowledge of negotiations, the WNBA's latest proposal does not include a supermax salary at or exceeding $1 million in the first year of the deal. The league's proposal, according to those sources, include a supermax salary close to $850,000 and a veteran minimum hovering around $300K in the first year of the proposal. This is that $1 million mark for the first year has, I feel like, kind of been a big kind of mark to hit. It felt like over the course of these discussions so far.
Obviously, right, because right now, isn't it like 750 is the current?
Yeah, it's right here. 78 is the vet minimum right now, and just under 250 is the current max. So, like, when you think about the multiplication when it comes to the revenue, when it comes to the idea of the media rights deal that just came through, this doesn't seem like the revenue share number that the players are looking for here.
And so with that, because like I don't know where I got 750. Maybe that's last CBA talks. I don't know. It still sounds low. Like, and again, it's because like we're not getting the financials. So that was also a story a couple days ago where like, they're like, trust us, bros. You're losing money, and it's like, I beg your pardon. Like, show the receipts. So it's like if we could see like what's actually happening, do some quick math, but like 850 still sounds low. I'm sorry, and I know like there comes a limit to how much capitalism I'm gonna be involved in, but like $1 million still sounds like a reasonable number with room to go up again based on revenue sharing. Like something that number don't sound right, and I'm no mathematician. I don't know much about algebra, to quote Beyonce, but I know.
All I got is $10 in my bag. But even that is telling me that something is up here. I think this kind of to piggyback off what I said about the fixed salary model versus WNBA revenue and being tied to that and how that works. And obviously, if you're kind of unfamiliar, when you're thinking about revenue shares, that is when these players say they want NBA money. That is what they mean. It's the revenue share that NBA players get from the NBA. It's not that they're saying they want the NBA max contract. It's saying that they want the same amount percentage-wise of what the WNBA is making. And that's part of where showing the books becomes such a big deal because we don't fully know what that number is, to be quite frank. And that's a big part of this here.
If you go back to All-Star Weekend, in which we had boots on the ground, NECA, the union president, was gracious enough to speak with media in the hallway and was like, basically the issue is we're using two different models. And it's exactly what you said, where they want the revenue share, the owners want the fixed income. So it's like the owners and Cathy and all of them are like, it's going great on our end. We're arguing what we want. And they're like, no, that ain't it. Like, stop it. So that's kind of where the impasse is coming in. And I get it. Like, stop being stingy.
Yeah.
But again, within capitalism, the goal is to exploit the labor. So they're going to do what they can to save a quick buck.
Open your third eye, people. To that point, the league has denied proposing a fixed salary model, not tied to WNBA revenue, but the latest model offered by the league is similar to the current CBA, in which revenue sharing is triggered only if league revenue exceeds certain target, sources say. So again, you're essentially trying to run back the same thing, but also there's the big caveat to all of us here is that we don't know what the books look like, and the players don't know what the books look like. So you're saying these targets and so on and so forth. We don't know where those targets stand in terms of like how much further do you have to go to get there? Are we already there? We don't have any real clue, frankly, as to where that target lies in comparison to what is already here. And regardless, that's not what the players are asking for. And I don't think what the players are asking for here is anything crazy, because again, it is the NBA model. It is the same way. There's a whole lot of things in the NBA that we don't need to replicate over here on the W side, whether it be about the coverage or the talk, or there's a whole multitude of things. But this is one that just makes sense, especially with the growth of the WNBA. So I'll be interested in how that kind of continue on here in the article, though. We strongly agree with the players that they deserve to be paid more money and participate in the success and growth of the league, a WNBA spokesperson told Front Office Sports in a statement. That doesn't really negate that the fixed salary model that can mean what they're offering.
No, exactly. Like, and we gave you more money. Here's what we, like, all right, you covering your bases, but you're still scamming.
Yeah. So it's not, you can find ways to in quotes support what the players technically are asking for, while also not giving into the way that they're asking for it, which is kind of what it felt here. You see this kind of block quote here that essentially is saying that the players deserve this. Like, they are the athleticism, the skill, the charisma that is driving the growth, and they deserve to be paid both in terms of guaranteed salaries and revenue sharing. We remain committed to negotiating in good faith and are confident that we will reach a new agreement that fairly compensates current players and supports the long-term viability of the league for generations of players to come. But it comes down here, and not that this is really surprising, but multiple sources tell Front Office Sports a new CBA is not expected to be reached by that date, and that date being October 31st, which is when the deadline currently stands right now.
Spooky season. Yeah. It's getting spooky.
Yeah. Incredibly spooky. So one thing that's interesting here is you have the 60-day extension that was used in 2019 to get the last kind of pieces in place, where the two sides agreed to just a mutual extension of the current CBA to kind of continue the dialogue and how, just again, to get it settled. But we're not in 2019 anymore. And I don't see even 60 days. And we're going to talk about it. I don't see how you can get through this with Cathy Engelbert in 60 days where things stay right now. Like, that's like we just need more time. No, it doesn't seem like time is the answer here. It seems like there's going to have to be concessions from the WNBA side. It just feels like they are being, from the way that we've heard it, it's the players have, to me, not asked for anything insane by any means, and it feels like the WNBA is the side that is not arguing in the best faith right now, or at least like trying to meet in that manner.
And then on top of that, to my knowledge, like, we're still kind of going back and forth about this revenue share. Mm-hmm. So you haven't even gotten to like maternity leave.
That's step one.
Healthcare throughout the season,
pensions,
and post,
for past players. Yeah,
there are a laundry list of other issues that are, of concern to them that you haven't even got to, because we're still stuck on issue number one. Mm-hmm. So 60 days when it's like, one, I don't like you, and so I don't even really want to talk to you like that, and two, like, y'all are being weird about issue number one. It would be one thing if it's like, all right, we're not going to finish getting through this list because we've worked out solutions for the top 5. We're getting down the list. We're still working through it. We need an extension. It's like, we not even, step one ain't even it. Nah, yeah. We're dropping diss tracks still. So it's not looking good.
Right. Yeah. So as you kind of continue down the article here, a lot of this is, some of this is to do with like the prioritization rule, where you can only play in the WNBA, and how players obviously can go overseas or unrivaled or, AU, whatever, and make that extra money during the offseason. Obviously, the WNBA season is far from the longest professional season in that way. That's also been a major sticking point in past years, especially for international players. in terms of prioritization and whatnot. And so that's kind of what's discussed here. But I'm going to kind of pass over some of that to get to what is potentially, outside of maybe the numbers itself, the biggest thing that I took from this article here. A collection of league sources have indicated that Engelbert's strained relationships extend to team presidents and owners. One source tells Front Office Sports that Engelbert is a brilliant businesswoman, but her communication style has not been well received. Oh, buddy. Johnny, where are you on that right there?
So the owners are saying this? Because I don't got my glasses on.
Yes, so it's strained relationships extend to team presidents and owners, so not just the players involved here.
See, and that feels a little backhanded. And this might just me being, breaking out the waterpad and narrating and whatnot. But it's just like, y'all been fine this whole time. And all of a sudden when they say like, oh yeah, we don't like her, you're like, oh yeah, we don't like her either. Like, yeah, her negotiations suck. Like, she's speaking on behalf of you. Like, she's in there telling them this stuff. So maybe when it came out, like, she told Caitlyn, you better thank your lucky stars that we got you this. They were like, whoa, we didn't tell you to do all that. But if it's, aside from that, it feels weird. That feels weird. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the public perception of Cathy Engelbert has shifted mightily over the past month, give or take, at this point, even less than that, really. And that's where I think it kind of be a part of what you're saying, or maybe more, maybe that's it, in the sense of like, maybe they were, obviously Cathy is the spokesperson for the owners. Like, that is essentially who she works for here, is the ownership. And maybe they weren't, maybe that's exactly right, where it was like, oh, no, we didn't say all that. I promise you, we did not say all that. But also, it could just be, like, it literally just could be, frankly, they don't think that Cathy Engelbert can do this anymore in terms of being the one to negotiate. It could just be as simple as that, where maybe they did believe it. Maybe they were thinking the same thing. But ultimately, from an actual
you don't have to be super involved. She got it. You said what?
Yeah. To not enough supervision. Not enough supervision. And this is also so funny enough, Shawnee. Remember that $75 million?
Okay, so when you said earlier we weren't getting financials, I was waiting for a moment to interject because I was like, we still don't know what happened to that $75 million, but we do know she got a new blazer. She's got lashes. She got a skyline dress. Put the pieces together, people.
Well, we got a little bit here on the $75 million here for you, Shawnee. I know this has been something you've talked about plenty.
Since it happened, I wanted receipts.
Yeah. Well, let's dive into this paragraph here then, Shawnee. In 2022, she led a $75 million capital raise, selling a 16% stake in the WNBA in what the league said was an effort to fund the league's marketing and infrastructure. Again,
she sold part of the league?
But yeah, that's what this is.
Oh my gosh, we didn't.
16%.
She said, wait a minute, because she said she raised the money, and now we're seeing she had a yard sale underneath everybody's noses. And we still, and like, first off, the marketing still sucks. You weren't able to hire more people to staff and tell the story, market the players, get more, stuff out. Like, you have better commercials now, so kudos to you. But like, in terms of actually branding the league, we're still getting the same complaints from both fans and players. So what did you spend it on? Somebody to sit there and look at what the Google search is?
They're just putting the percentages on the TV graphics. I don't know. I don't have the answer.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't know. And it gets worse, honestly, as you continue through this paragraph, Shawnee. I'm not gonna lie to you.
16% of the league for $75 million that we don't know where it. Okay.
Yeah. Oof. And it quickly became clear that the stake, with an implied valuation of $468 million, dramatically undervalued the league, and questions remain about how the $75 was invested.
She got desperate and said, yo, I just need a couple bucks real quick to make everybody happy, when she could have held out and sold it for $400 million.
So it also said
$400 million.
So it goes to some like the unrivaled numbers here in the New York Liberty, which recently sold stakes at $450 million valuation just for the Liberty itself. By any estimation, the league, which has recently sold several expansion slots for $250 million each, is worth billions of dollars, not less than $500 million. League sources tell Front Office Sports the capital raise was a costly mistake for Engelbert.
She gave her PS5 away for some Trident layers instead of just hanging in there. She gotta go, bro.
Bro, it's looking bad, Shawnee. It's looking bad.
Because again, we were under the impression, and I know I'm not like misremembering this. She raised the money. That was the language used throughout the course of that announcement.
Cathy Engelbert got us 75.
Yes. Yeah. Like she found some investors and she raised
the prowess of her business. Yeah.
She raised 75. Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, Shawnee, guess what? It gets worse with the 75. It also muddied the league's ownership picture, which has been an issue in CBA negotiations. The WNBA stakeholders are divided into 3 groups. The NBA's 30 owners control 42% of the league. The WNBA owners control another 42%, and the remaining 16% is owned by the investors from the capital raise. And then you have several of the owners here, all owned NBA teams, WNBA teams, and were part of the capital raise. So you have certain owners that are in 3 different stakeholder groups amongst these CBA negotiations.
And and that's what I was getting ready to say. So you have, in addition to the 144 voices,
even more. That was before expansion.
No, but I'm saying 144 voices of players coming with, their list of demands. The NBA, the WNBA, and then 16% of some rogue muffs that now have a voice that didn't previously have a voice. You sold 16% before CBA negotiations.
Yeah. Well, it's great because you now have not only some people who didn't have a voice before, but also people who have a voice already and now have a more powerful voice than the other people in their stakeholder group, like these other owners here.
So you could double dip.
That's exactly what happened. You have 3 owners here that are NBA, WNBA, and 16% owners. They are in all 3 stakeholder groups, Sean.
Okay. So now I take what I said, knowing that, I take back what I said about the owners being shady. Like, now it's like, no, what are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
Man, and we
whoa. Honestly, like, it's just, you got to go France, man. Y'all got to it's time to just get at her doorstep with some pitchforks and maybe some, socks full of nickels and really just press the issue. Because you did what?
Yeah, it's really bad, Shawnee. To me, the one thing that was really, to a degree, holding this together was the previous understanding, or I guess we didn't hear anything to tell me otherwise, that the owners didn't believe in Cathy Engelbert. And that was what might keep this kind of afloat to a degree, is like, hey, the owners are saying we're going to push through with Cathy, so we'll push through with Cathy, and one way or another, we'll make it happen. If the owners are like, I don't know what the hell she's got going on, I don't know what she's saying,
she not cooking anything.
It's now got to a degree where I already was like, I don't know where we go from here. It seems like we're increasingly figuring out where we're going, and Cathy Engelbert's not going to be on that road with us.
Oh, we've already gone to hell.
Yeah,
she sold 16% for pennies on the dollar. Okay, and then on top of that, you're like lowballing the Mohegan Sun tribe and like trying to.
Yeah, this is just one aspect of the Cathy Engelbert experience right now. Whether it be Natalie Nakase's press conference, whether it be the Connecticut Sun. I mean, there's a whole multitude of missteps here from Engelbert over the years, and I'm still just in disbelief that we're actually still here and having this conversation, having this dialogue, and that more information keeps coming out like this.
They better hope that Satu is contained and quarantined during this period, because boy, let me tell you something.
She'll be the one to lead the insurrection on WNBA headquarters.
Speaking of French, I know she's German, but like,
it'll play.
She might be the one to start it off. And she smacked the impulse control part of her head. Like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like I end every CBA video like this. we're covering the rest of his story. We'll see what twists and turns we go on before we reach our conclusion. But I think we are incredibly far away from our conclusion here. And ultimately, yeah, ultimately, man, we're a long ways away, and we're gonna be here every step of it. Whatever road it takes us on, we'll be here. So make sure you subscribe to here to No Cap Space. We'll be live tonight, the playoff-a-thon, potentially the final night of the playoff-a-thon. I could shed a tear. It's been what a ride it's been, but potentially the Aces could send the sweep tonight. And I promise you, if Las Vegas wins, you're not going to want to miss Shawnee on that live tonight. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell to be notified when we go live. Of course, you can find the links to everything down below in the description, our website, our socials, and our friends at home field. We will see you tonight. If you're watching this right on time, we'll see you at the end of this game. And if not, subscribe to make sure you're notified every time we go live. We will talk to you very, very soon.